Welcome to The Big Brand Stories. In this video, we reveal the captivating story of Kodak, a legendary brand that for nearly a century dominated world photography before experiencing a dramatic decline. Why should you watch this video? You will gain valuable insights into the strategic mistakes made by Kodak, as well as the crucial lessons entrepreneurs can learn from the unique history of one of the greatest icons in the corporate world of its time. By watching our video, you will not only benefit from a comprehensive analysis of Kodak's successes and failures, but also discover the timeless strategies and pitfalls that remain relevant for any brand looking to thrive in a fast-changing technological environment. Subscribe to our channel now and don't miss the chance to uncover the powerful stories that have driven the world's most iconic brands. Kodak's origins and dominance. Founded in 1888 by George Eastman, the Eastman Kodak Company quickly made a name for itself by making photography more accessible to the public with the introduction of the Kodak Camera N01. This innovative device, paired with the slogan, "You press the button, we do the rest," simplified the photographic process, solidifying the company as a pioneer in image capture technology. Over the following years, Kodak invested extensively in research and development, resulting in a series of innovations that included color film, Kodachrome in 1935, and easy-to-use cameras like the Brownie and Instamatic. By the late 1970s, Kodak controlled approximately 89% of the photographic film market and about 85% of the camera market in the United States, a near-total domination, global expansion, and impact. In the 1950s and 1960s, Kodak expanded its operations worldwide, establishing factories and sales offices in Latin America, Europe, and Asia. Kodak's international presence not only reinforced its hegemony as a synonym for photography, but also made it a reference in image creation in both developed and developing countries. This global growth was sustained by smart branding strategies and a robust product portfolio, with Kodak operating in over 150 countries annually. As the brand's influence deepened, the company reached annual revenues exceeding billions of dollars, with global sales of $10 billion in 1981, technological innovation and strategic blindness. Ironically, one of the main causes of Kodak's decline was its own internal innovation. In 1975, Stephen Sasson, a Kodak engineer, invented the first digital camera. Surprisingly, this groundbreaking technology was seen as a risk at the time, representing a threat to Kodak's lucrative film business. This strategic myopia persisted as the company systematically rejected the potential of digital imaging in favor of preserving its dominant position in the film market. Kodak continued to invest in films and photographic chemicals, even as growing evidence indicated that the future lay in digitization, financial data, and market share in the era of decline. In the 1990s, the photographic market began to rapidly shift towards digital technologies, with companies like Sony, Canon, and Nikon capitalizing on the emerging demand for digital cameras. By 1996, Kodak still led the market with annual sales around $16 billion, but its market share began declining rapidly as consumers embraced the convenience of digital images. Between 1999 and 2003, Kodak recorded a 10% drop in annual sales, while its market share in digital cameras faced stiff competition. By 2009, Kodak's revenue had plummeted to $2.5 billion, a dramatic decline largely attributed to its failure to quickly adapt to new digital technologies. Irrelevance and lessons learned. Kodak's decline culminated in its bankruptcy filing in 2012, resulting in the sale of essential patent portfolios and the restructuring of the company to focus primarily on commercial printing services. Today, Kodak persists, but as a niche entity, far from the giant that once dominated the photographic industry. The rise and fall of Kodak offer valuable lessons about the importance of technological adaptation and the necessity of looking beyond the existing portfolio to explore new possibilities. Kodak's story reminds us that innovation should be seen as an opportunity, not a threat. Conclusion. Lessons from Kodak's trajectory. The story of Kodak is not just a narrative about technology and innovation. It is a profound lesson about the importance of strategic marketing, market research, and the ability to act on competitive intelligence. Strategic marketing and market research. In its heyday, Kodak built a highly effective marketing strategy based on the simplicity and accessibility of photography. However, as the world began to enter the new digital era, market research clearly showed that consumers sought convenience and technological innovation, trends that Kodak initially chose to ignore: strategic intelligence and lack of action. One of the biggest paradoxes in Kodak's history is that many of the innovations that could have secured its market leadership were already within the company. In 1975, when Stephen Sasson invented the first digital camera, the technology was seen almost as an anomaly, a threat to Kodak's film empire rather than a strategic opportunity. Kodak's directors and leaders indeed had access to market analyses and forecasts indicating a clear shift toward digitization. However, hesitation in adapting the prevailing business model, which heavily depended on photographic films and chemicals, defined the company's tragic decline. Insistence on film and printing. Even with the exponential growth of digital cameras in the 1990s, Kodak insisted on defending its lucrative film lineup, underestimating the speed at which consumers would embrace the convenience of digital photography. Little was done to turn market insights into decisive actions, demonstrating a critical failure in implementing strategic intelligence. Kodak's current role in the market. Today, Kodak is no longer the photography giant it once was. After restructuring its operations post-bankruptcy, the company now focuses on commercial printing products and services, packaging systems, functional films for industrial use, and enterprise software solutions. In 2023, Kodak's revenues were estimated at approximately $1.2 billion, reflecting its position as a niche player in markets such as digital printing and graphic consumables. Lessons learned. Kodak's story serves as a warning about the importance of evolving and aligning innovation policies with external changes. Today's companies can learn that innovation is not just a moving target, but also a matter of survival. The ability to listen to the market, anticipate trends, and act quickly will always be the key to staying relevant and competitive. In summary, Kodak's trajectory is a splendid narrative about the dangers of complacency and the imperative need to not only forecast, but also act on the future. Kodak leaves us lessons about constant adaptation, a willingness to challenge the status quo, and the vitality of digital transformation as a driver of growth and sustainability. Thank you for watching this episode on our channel. If you enjoyed learning about Kodak's fascinating history, don't forget to give us a like. It helps a lot. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming videos, and please share this content with your friends who are also technology fans or curious about inspiring stories from the business world. And now we want to hear from you. Which other companies would you like us to explore here on the channel? Leave your comment below and tell us which market story sparks your interest. Stay tuned and see you in the next video, where we'll continue to uncover the corporate universe. Until then, take care.